Eins, zwei, drei, vier.
Schweinehund. And more importantly, der innere Schweinehund. And more importantly than that is den inneren Schweinehund überwinden. Schweinehund is Pigdog. That's what it means. It means pig dog. It's like, people say the Germans don't have a sense of humor, but Pigdog, there's that. So, Pigdog. It's not only a word separate from anything else. You can call another person a Schweinehund, or you could probably, in the last century. Today it's kind of ridiculous, but you could do that. But today they still use the term den inneren Schweinehund überwinden. And that means overcoming your personal interior pig dog. Yes, it's true, my friends. Each of us, every one of us has an inner pig dog. We try to gloss over it. We try to ignore it. We try to pretend it's not there. We try to convince ourselves that it's not there. We spend a lot of time, trying to be a good person. But in the end, we're still gonna grab that bag of chips. We're still going to get that tub of Ben & Jerry's and not stop eating it after 3 spoonfuls. We're still going to, if our wife is mean to us, we're still going to, take comfort in the secretary's loving arms or something. We're still going to, if we're lonely and we know the guy is an asshole, we're still going to call him back the next day because of we have an inner pig dog that tells us to do things that we shouldn't be doing. When I learned about this, I was impressed and a little bit shocked because, the Germans acknowledge the pig dog. We Americans don't really acknowledge it very much, or even almost at all. I mean, I guess you could argue about that, but we spend a lot of time stressing becoming the perfect person. Becoming a better person, more feeling, more caring, more sensitive to the needs of others. Also, more healthy. We eat, we're supposed to be eating kale. We're supposed to be eating, no gluten. We're supposed to be vegan. All these things, all these rules we have constantly to be more healthy, to be a better person, to be more professional in our jobs. We're constantly reading, how to make, be more professional, how to, small talk, how to, win the war in the office, how to, get ahead. So all these things we're really oriented towards perfecting ourselves in some way. I think this comes out of this very American, history of Puritanism, where Puritans were trying to be the perfect godlike people, and we've inherited that, and we are very much like that in America. And so I was shocked when I found out that the Germans, even though they also try to be good and perfect, they're always talking about eating right and being giving to charity and caring more about other people in the world and being politically correct. They're all they do that too, but at the same time they have this phrase that acknowledges that it's not really going to happen, because you cannot overcome your inner personal pig dog. He will hide sometimes. You can cover him up with leaves. You can pretend he's gone away. You can stress and keep your eyes focused on the rational you, on the reasonable you, on the politically correct you, on the good you. But at some point there's going to come a time, your wife leaves you for your best friend. That pig dog is going to still be there. It's like, I'm here. Everything else flies away. All the this thin veneer of modern civilized life flies away, and you just want to kill the guy. And the pig dog says, I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm here. Let's talk about this. And and you cannot. We are at our heart really animals. And you see this also in big ways, not just in little ways like, I lose my job and I kick the dog. That's the inner, that's the inner pig dog too. So, but it's not only these small things, but in the big things. And look at history, the Germans up to 1933, up to 1925 and 20s. Well, let's say since up to the end of the First World War, the Germans were like these highly cultivated people. They were like the thinkers. They were philosophers. There was, everyone. It was all about art and culture and everything. In the moment when everything collapsed, when they became poor. They were, the inflation was crazy, and there was poverty where they could not pay back their debts, and they were the evil guys of the world. They were the worst, and they were hated by everyone. They didn't know what to do. When that came with that crisis, all this veneer of culture and civilization, and the wonderful, and the thinking, and the rationality, and the Enlightenment, European Enlightenment, took seconds. It was out the window. It was gone. The pig dog is the one that is always there for us. Everything else is just dressing up. But in the end, the pig dog wins.
1, 2, 3, 4.